Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we are going to see a Masters game. This is Timman versus Karpov 1979. This game got some important awards by Informator, so it's a very good game. Let's see what happened. It was in English. So c4, knight f6, knight c3, e5, knight f3, knight c6, 4 knights here, e3, bishop e7, d4, pawn takes, and knight takes pawn. After pawn takes pawn, then d5 should be okay for black, and it should be a good position. So knight takes pawn, black castles, knight takes, knight, b takes, bishop e2, and then d5, white castles, bishop d6, b3, queen e7, and bishop b2. This position had been played before, and in the other game black brought the rook to d8, but for this game Karpov prepared a little surprise here, and he took on c4. The idea is that it's not clear that white can't take with the bishop, because then the square g4 will be very weak. It means that the knight could come to that square, creating some threats. That's why in this game white takes with the pawn, b takes c4. But let's see what could happen after bishop takes c4. Actually, black was not winning in this position, but they could have at least a draw. They can play here knight g4, attacking h2 with knight and bishop, and after g3 they could sacrifice the knight, then queen h4 and queen h3. After king g1, well, bishop takes pawn, and well, black is not going to win here, but they will get a draw if they want. Okay, so they will have at least the option to accept a draw if they don't find a good way to continue with the attack after bishop takes on c4. So that's why in this position Timman decides to take with b, and then black brings the rook to the open file, rook b8, and white plays queen c1. And this is a good moment for a question. What could happen if white protects the bishop with the rook? Let's say rook b1, and here black is winning. During the video I will be asking some questions like this. I suggest you to pause the video and analyze by yourself. It will be a good exercise. So black to move, black is winning here. The right move will be rook takes b2, removing the defender of the knight. After rook takes rook, then queen e5, double attack, attacking h2 and also c3. So white has to play g3 and then queen takes knight, and black will get a bishop and a knight for the rook, which is a very good advantage, usually enough to win. Okay, so that's why in this position white plays queen c1, and then black starts creating some threats. So knight g4 here. White has to play g3, and this is another interesting moment. Try to find the move Karpov played in this position. I'm just going to tell you that there is no tactic right now. It is a slow move, but it is very important. It's very special. So black to move, try to find the move. Okay, the move Karpov plays here is this rook e8. It seems like a very normal move, nothing special with that, but actually it's very strong, because now in all these lines of sacrifices here on h2 and on g3, when we only had a perpetual check getting a draw, well, now it won't be a draw, because now we will have the possibility to bring the rook over the 6th rank. That's why this move is very special. Knight d1. What do you think? Does the sacrifice work now? Well, it seems like it works because Karpov played it. So knight takes h2, and the idea here was that Timman thought that with the next move, c5, deflecting the bishop, he could defend the position. But it is not like that. Probably he missed something in this line, because now Karpov takes the rook, and after c takes d6, threatening the queen, Karpov plays this strong move. Pause the video if you want. It is some good in between. The move he plays here is knight takes g3. The idea is that after pawn takes queen, now black can play knight takes bishop and knight takes queen. So rook takes knight, rook takes pawn, and black has the exchange and some pawns up, and it could be winning. So probably Timman missed that move, probably. So in the game he just takes the knight, but this position is very bad now. Queen takes pawn, attacking g3, king f2, and now queen h6. Very strong, because the queen is coming over h2, taking the pawn probably on g3. White plays here bishop d4, but there is an interesting line here. If white plays bishop f3 trying to block, then black could play queen h2 and bishop h3, taking the bishop on g2, so white could have to play queen takes pawn, but then rook e6, attacking the queen and bringing the rook to the king side. After a move like queen d5, then I know the bishop is protecting f6 here, but we can remove the bishop at any moment. So black can play bishop takes, rook takes bishop, knight takes rook, and then rook f6, winning the game. After king e1, well, black takes the queen. So in this position, bishop f3 is not going to be good, and Timman plays bishop d4, but then queen h2 and queen takes pawn. The king is in the center now. Queen g2, pinning the bishop, bishop a6 now, and bishop takes, and rook d8. And there is a threat here. Black is threatening something right now. Maybe you would like to try to find it. What is the threat black has in this moment? Okay, the threat here is rook takes d4. After either pawn takes or king takes, black will be able to take the bishop. That's why in this position Timman plays bishop f1, and then queen e4, king c3, and now another strong move for black pieces. The move Karpov plays here is c5. The idea is that this bishop is very strong in the center, it's very well protected, but after c5 the bishop will have to go to a bad square where the queen can pin the bishop, and also the rooks will have better possibilities after this bishop is not on d4. Okay, so queen c6, king b3, but now rook b8, and then rook e5. And white is lost here, bishop b4, because they don't want to receive mate here on a5. But anyway, queen b6 is very strong. Now black is attacking b4, is threatening something like rook a5 maybe, and also threatening rook e3. So this position is absolutely lost for white. So Timman decided to resign in this moment. So this is the game I wanted to show you today. I hope you have enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a comment with your opinion or any suggestion about the video or the channel in general. If you think this was good, give me some likes. Don't forget to subscribe. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next.